Hey guys, my name is Moldran, and as you probably know already, patch 1.0.5 introduced those new monster power levels where you can basically set a difficulty. And in return you get increased experience and also increased magic find and also a double drop possibility. So yeah, but most of you are probably in the same boat as I am right now. I'm nowhere near close to the Paragon cap. Currently I'm Paragon 64 and I still need to think about how I can efficiently level my Paragon up. Now you know there's already the Alcazar run, at least for barbarians, which is very effective, but what I wanted to know is which monster power is the most effective to farm. Like for example, is it monster power 7, monster power 4, monster power 2, or if it's worth to play on the highest monster power that you can handle because of the increased experience gain, or if you should just choose a very low one like 0 or 1. Yeah, I already did some parts of the analysis on my stream, but I also did some offline, and today I want to show you just a few parts of the process and also the results. So yeah, let's get started. Okay, so here you can see my current XP is 8.65 million, and what I'm gonna test now is I'm on monster power 4 and I'm testing the Fields of Slaughter. Like I have 5 stacks. And now I'm gonna go to the Fields of Slaughter and see how much XP per hour I would get there. So in this test, what I'm doing, basically, I've ran this with different monster powers. I always got 5 stacks first, and then I did the Fields of Slaughter with monster power 1, 7, 10, and so on. And now I'm only gonna show you 4 and 1 here, because the results that I have, it makes no sense, because the higher monster power you have, the worse it gets. And I don't have bad gear, like I have really strong gear and I'm able to farm the high monster powers efficiently. But even with that, it's not worth, if you're interested in XP at least. I guess in Magic Find, in terms of Magic Find, it's similar, but I still have to test that aspect, because right now I was focused on experience gain. So yeah, basically this field is part of the Alcazar route. That's why I chose it. It has the least amount of RNG because, you know, keep debts, there's always a bit of RNG involved. And then of course especially in the area creator level 2. But in the Fields of Slaughter they are pretty consistent. You know, sometimes there's one elite pack more, one less. But overall, like, the map layout is always the same. That's why I chose this for the test. And yeah, about Wrath of Berserk, one word. The important thing about Wrath of Berserk is the higher the monster power, the easier it is to keep up. For example, a monster power 10, it's almost impossible to drop for me. Of course you need to be able to survive the monster power. But here on monster power 4, I think I already dropped it once, but it was already up again. But on monster power 1 or 2, for myself at least, with my current DPS, which is 170k unbuff, there's no way I can maintain my Wrath of Berserk. It could be different if you have low DPS, but I think even with low DPS, monster power 1, it's going to be very hard to maintain the Wrath of Berserk. Now, what I didn't test is the difference between monster power 0 and monster power 1. There could be an XP difference, but the reason why I didn't test it is because I think since the patch it's really worth to play at least at monster power 1, unless your gear is really that bad that you can't even handle monster power 1. And the reason for this is, for example, a ring, let's say an item level 59 ring, or 58 ring, that drops at monster power 1, can roll the best stats. Like, it can be as good as a 62 ring, it can have high crit damage and also high crit chance. Whereas, if that ring would drop monster power 0, it's just gonna roll like a item level 58 ring. And yeah, same goes for legendaries. For example, if you find a Echoing Fury at monster power 1, it can have 100% crit damage, socket, 1.2k DPS. But if it rolls on monster power 0, the maximum crit damage you can have is something like 65%. I don't know the exact value, but it can't roll 63 stats then. So yeah, I think as long as you can handle it, monster power 1 should be where you should start to compare the different XP values. But I think after you watch this video, you probably won't even need to do that anymore, because the difference was so significant. between the different monster power levels. Alright, and now I'm at 12.02 million XP. We're gonna need this value later, and this run took 3 minutes 24 seconds. So this one map took 3 minutes 24 seconds. Probably saw Elite Packs took some time, and here you can see experience bonus is around 220%. So it's less than on higher monster powers, but also more than on lower monster powers. Alright. Then I'm gonna show the same thing with monster power 1 now. In monster power 1, you see our bonus experience is only 185%, which is 35% less, if I remember it correctly. And yeah, we're gonna do the same run here now. And here, as I said, keeping Wrath Berserker with my gear in monster power 1, it's not gonna happen. But do I need it? Like you can see here, I'm just one whirlwind is enough to kill them, or one sprinting is enough to kill them. So like the monsters die extremely fast. It's like no downtime. I'm losing here the Wrath Berserker buff, because as I said, the monsters die so fast that you can't, like sprint doesn't tick. Especially when there's a small period of where you don't find any mobs. Like the mobs that you leave behind don't give you more fury because they die instantly. But what this also means is that I'm really able to progress really fast. And even if Wrath Berserk drops, you still have those 24% base movement speed from the boots and Lacunis, and on top of that you have the sprints. So I don't think Wrath Berserk makes that much, and as you can see here, I'm actually able to keep it up for like half of the map without the mighty weapon, which is pretty okay for monster power 1. But yeah, as you can see here, it's 1 minute 10 and I'm almost done with the run. I think it's not going to be possible to make up for this like kill speed with the increased experience. So I think monster power 1 is going to be the best, but I'm going to show the results after this anyways. Again, everything dies instantly in tornadoes. My DPS here, I don't know what it was, I think it was base 160k, or buff with battle rage 170k, but yeah. And the good thing is you don't need that many defensive stats in monster power 1, so you can just stack your DPS and clear like that. But yeah. 23.12 million XP. 1 minute 47 seconds. Okay, and here are the calculations. In monster power 4 you get 59 million per hour, and in monster power 1 it turned out to be 85 million per hour. So in total, at monster power 1 you are 43.7% faster than monster power 4. And this is a significant difference. Like I would waste a lot of time if I had farmed monster power 4. And here you can see the experience gain only increases 10%, 20%, 30%, whereas the monster HP 150%, 225%, 326%, and we're not even going to talk about the higher levels because there the difference gets even more significant. But yeah, about the spec, what I was using was Overpower Momentum, which helps with maintaining Wrath Berserk buff. It gives you 12 Fury for each enemy hit, I think. On higher monster powers, you can consider Unforgiving as passive, but on monster power 1 I would really get Boon of Blockators. And yeah, also Bash Pulverize at the lower monster powers, but on higher monster powers I would switch to Frenzy Maniac, where it actually takes some time to kill elites. For example, you could do this if you farm keys, because for farming keys, of course, higher monster powers are useful. Like for key farming you should be on like one of the highest monster power that you can handle. And yeah, that was the test. Now I'm also going to show the results of the tests on the stream. And yeah, on my stream I basically ran different monster powers, like full Arcaso runs, and then I calculated it or what the hourly XP rate would be. And here you can see pretty nice difference. MP7 38 million, MP4 51 million, and MP1 73 million XP per hour. And obviously though there is a small amount of RNG involved because the runs aren't always the same, but you can add plus minus 5 to 10% room of error to each value, but the basic information that we get is still the same, because MP1 is going to be better than MP4 for XP, and MP4 is going to be better than MP7 for XP. So yeah, that was my video. I also got a new calculator now, so whenever I need to calculate something, I got this fucking beast now. Texas Instruments Voyage 200. So if you need to get something calculated, we're gonna use this thing and we're gonna find out everything. So yeah, hope you enjoyed watching this video, got some information on how you can level your Paragon effectively now in the next few days or weeks. Also keep in mind that sometimes playing on high monster power might be more fun. So even though it's not the most effective way, I probably still gonna play sometimes on MP10 just for the fun for it. And for example, if your gear is able to handle MP5, you can just play MP5 one time. Yeah, hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I'll be back.